Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. I'm stood outside in front of a very bright light, but Chelsea have got the job done. Welcome back to 6 Things We Learned from Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. Not the most attractive game of football we're ever going to see, not the most convincing of Chelsea performances, but a game where we go into this knowing that 3 points is absolutely 110%, really the only thing we can ask for. And Chelsea have managed to get the job done. I thought today we were creating more chances for a start. I think we had a lot more opportunities today. I think there were players out there on the field who needed to prove some kind of point, and I think a few of them did. Kai Havertz scores the winning goal. Kepa, after 2 games in a row where Chelsea have been beaten, Kepa makes some very, very big saves today to make the difference. And inevitably, when Chelsea are in the form that we're in, it's not just going to be about trying to score more goals. It's also going to be about making sure that as a unit, we defend. And then when we're in the transitions, that is where the chance creation is going to come, if it is indeed going to come. The more good news that we have is that Mudryk was announced on the Stamford Bridge pitch at half-time. If you didn't see the video that I posted about 2 hours before kickoff, I did a welcome to Chelsea Mkhaylo Mudryk video. You should go and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description. I think it is like the 3rd or maybe even 4th video that I've posted in the past 24 hours. So make sure you go and check that out. As for the balance of the play in the game, I thought Crystal Palace weren't awful. I think Chelsea contained them very well. I think Badiashile had a decent debut. I thought in the first half there were moments where he looked a little bit shaky, but then when we look at those 3 forward players for Crystal Palace, or the 4, probably the most imposing, you've got Elise, you've got Eze, you've got Wilfried Zaha, and you've also got Ayew, who always seems to play pretty well against Chelsea, weirdly. It's a very good bunch of players that Palace have, so I think a game like this one, for him to be part of that back line, you actually keep a clean sheet, I think it's absolutely massive for him. And as well as that, you've also got that connection with French speaking alongside Thiago Silva at the back. So I think this is a really good opening game for Badiashile to come into. Will we see him continue to keep hold of his place against Liverpool? I think that will tell us a lot about what Graham Potter thinks about Koulibaly. I think if Koulibaly comes back in, then he's just trying to test the waters with Badiashile. But then at the same time, he keeps a clean sheet on his full debut. So why on earth would you change it around again? Liverpool are also in disarray. They were beaten 3-0 yesterday by Graham Potter's former team. So, yeah, I think Badiashile's done enough to keep hold of his place, but we are going to begin box number 1 today. It was a redemption kind of game for Kepa Arrizabalaga. I thought Kepa did really well. I've given him the first green box in this video. And I tell you what, it feels nice to be able to give any green boxes. And right now, we've got a few in this video today. So if you're happy that Chelsea got 3 points, please be sure to hit the like button on this video. And all of your support in the last week or so has been phenomenal on the channel. So if you could hit the like button and let me know your 6 things that you learnt in the comments down below. Kepa was good. I thought he was always available for the back pass, because there are a couple of moments in that first half where we did look a little bit shaky. I thought Jorginho controlled the game relatively well. I think, again, he was a little bit shaky. There were times where a couple of 50-50s, he wasn't quite up to the pace that Crystal Palace were trying to put towards him. But when the ball came back into the Chelsea penalty area, I was nervous. But today, I thought Thiago Silva was excellent, and I tried to just do a video where I don't just give a box to Thiago Silva just because we keep a clean sheet and he's always flipping good. So I've managed to avoid giving Thiago Silva a box today. But he was absolutely excellent. Kepa made some big saves. And when we're in the position that we're in, when we can't score many goals, we're conceding goals, we're losing games of football, all we can ask is that our goalkeeper turns up, puts in a shift. He's going to have saves he's got to make. And Kepa absolutely did it today. So Kepa is box number 1. Box number 2, I said it on Twitter. I said if Kai Havertz, I think I might have even said it in the preview. Let me know in the comments if I did. If Kai Havertz plays today, then Kai Havertz scores. I said in my preview that I wanted Fofana to start, and I back that still. But Kai Havertz has got Chelsea 3 points. He could have had a hat-trick of goals today, Kai Havertz. There were a couple of glaring misses. One where he heads it over the crossbar in the first half. I tweeted, I said, how on earth hasn't he scored that? And then there's another one in the second half where Mason Mount flashes one into the box and Kai doesn't get anything on it, but it's a very, very good finish for the goal. It's a stunning cross from Hakim Ziyech, who I also thought was excellent today. But that is a big goal for Havertz. Not only is it a big goal because it gets us 3 points, and absolutely desperately needed 3 points in the Premier League. And if you remember what I've been saying in videos this week, Graham Potter needed to win today. We needed to not draw or lose, because if we did, and then we go to Anfield next week and don't get a result, I think it could have been curtains for Graham. And I think Kai Havertz, a man who's been awful in recent weeks, may just be the man to have kick-started our season. Is it too soon to say our season's going to be kick-started? But we've got Ben Chilwell coming back soon. Ruben's coming back. Reece James will be back at the beginning of February. We've got Mudryk now coming in. João Felix, only 2 more games left. What on earth was that noise? I think I'm about to get attacked by a wild animal into box number 3. That was actually scary. I don't know if you guys heard that on the camera. Hakim Ziyech is box number 3. I thought Ziyech worked incredibly hard, and I think he was Chelsea's best creative spark today. I thought Hakim Ziyech, one of those players again, who's being rumoured to be ushered out of Chelsea come this summer. When he sees players like Mudryk coming in, João Felix coming in, Hakim Ziyech's probably looking at this thinking, well, I'm either trying to play myself into the shop window, or I'm playing myself, last chance saloon, into giving myself another opportunity at Chelsea Football Club. And I think those kind of balls in for Kai Havertz, absolutely phenomenal. There was a brilliant chance right at the death in the first half where Gaeta makes a brilliant save for Palace. At one point I thought it was going to be one of those games where the Palace goalkeeper turns up. We've seen it time and time again. David De Gea, Stamford Bridge. He absolutely loves the gaff. Turns up, gets United a result. In that first half, I thought it was going to be exactly that. But in the end, Hakim Ziyech's cross to Kai Havertz is what makes all the difference. Box number 4, I've got to talk about this because apparently I don't talk critique towards Mason Mount anywhere near enough. I've given him a yellow for box number 4 today because I absolutely think, once again, we're not seeing Mason Mount anywhere close to his best. And I think a lot of that is down to the fact that maybe he doesn't suit the style of play and the tactics that Graham Potter is putting him out to play. And again, I think it's a telling sign that Mason Mount is always picked by Graham Potter. He's very rarely, if ever, dropped. But I think once again today, he struggled to impose himself on the game. But one man who did, box number 5, is Conor Gallagher. I thought Conor worked superbly hard in this game today. Gets himself the classic Conor G yellow card in the second half. But the first half, I thought it was a bundle of energy. I think he gave Crystal Palace nothing but trouble. He was linking up with everybody. And it was the kind of game where, yes, Crystal Palace are rumoured to be trying to make a bid for Conor again, maybe in this January window. If not, I'm sure they're going to come in for him again in the summer, as Chelsea look to pursue other midfield targets in the middle. Conor desperately wants to make it at Chelsea Football Club. I think that is an absolute given. And he needs to play exactly how he did today. He's got the tenacity. We've always known that. He's got the grit. He's got the determination to take it to opponents. But what I really loved about Conor's game today was in the final third. He was getting on the ball, in and around the box, getting the ball into the box, carrying it forward. And that is absolutely all we can ask for from the player. I thought he was very good. He was brilliant in the game away at Palace when he came on and got the winner. And I think today he played a massive part in Chelsea getting what's box number 6, 3 points. I'm buzzing with the fact that we actually managed to get a win on the board. And as I've said throughout this video, will this be a kickstart for the season? Could this be the goal that Kai Havertz needed in order to keep on improving, in order to just get a bit of confidence behind him so that he can turn the 3 major chances? He probably should have had a hat-trick today. He got 1, but it's bloody hell. There's a bug on me now. But it was all that we needed to win. I'm surprised that's the first bug in 9 bloody minutes with this bright light shining on my face. Chelsea get 3 points. It does move us slightly up the Premier League table, I think. I think we're up to 9th or 8th or something like that. But we've absolutely got it done. And that is all we needed to do. We've got to take baby steps right now. We're not going to be playing exhilarating football. Maybe when the new €100 million man comes in next week, hopefully at Anfield, imagine, We have seen wingers tear up Anfield in the past. Could we see something similar to an Eden Hazard-esque performance from the new boy Mudryk? Still no João Felix. Kai Havertz has probably done enough to keep his place for the game at Anfield. We've seen him score at Anfield before. But anyway, going to wrap up this video here. I'm happy for Graham Potter. He desperately needed this today. I thought the players were fighting, and that's all we can ask for. Still a lot of injuries. Lewis Hall, shout out to him as well. He goes off injured too. There's just been a massive strike of lightning as well. We've had bugs. We've had random animal noises. Now we've had some lightning. Chelsea struck it in the right place today. We've won 1-0. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button if you love the 6 Things We Learned series. Come on, you Blues. Oh, shite.